In this video, I'm going to share with you how I make $46,753 a month selling digital products with these sites. And no, we're not talking Etsy, Amazon, or Shopify. In fact, these are free sites that you can sell your digital products with, so let's dive in. First, let's talk about the big picture of my freedom-focused business model, and then let's dive into it step by step. Now, I've had a few different businesses with different business models over the years, from service-based to agency and, of course, digital products. And I'm sure by now you've guessed that digital products are my absolute favorite. They are exactly what I sell in my current business, Freedom Creator, and that's exactly why I sell digital products, is that I have personally experienced that the business model of digital products is by far the best business model for a freedom-focused business. And that's because the business model of selling digital products is actually quite easy. What you're going to need is you're going to need traffic, you're going to need a product, and you're going to need delivery to deliver on that product. So you could break it down as simple as having a YouTube channel for lead generation with a simple checkout page to your digital product, and then delivering on whatever you said was included in that digital product. And that's it. You could build a 6 or 7 figure a year business for something that simple. So for me, I go a little bit more complex, but not by much. So what I do is I put out videos on this channel every single week for lead generation, and then I share a bunch of helpful freebies in the description below my videos to move my YouTube viewers to email subscribers, where I share even more in-depth value on my email list. Then what I do is in my emails, I have CTAs, or calls to action, to my digital product that I'm selling. So for me, that digital product is my membership Freedom Creator Club. So what I do is in those emails, I say, oh, and by the way, if you want to learn how to do this step by step, along with weekly Q&A calls with myself and my team, a very active community of over 800 active members, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, go check out Freedom Creator Club here, and I'll have a link to the checkout page where people can buy. Then, of course, once they join the membership, that is where we are delivering the actual program, the actual Q&A calls, the actual FCC community, all the things that we have promised that we're going to deliver on. So that is really how simple it can be. YouTube, freebie, email list, checkout page, and then delivering on what you sold them on. Now, this is way more simple than, say, a service-based business, because my very first business was a photography business, which I loved, and it made me great money, and it was super fun, but I hit an income ceiling with that business. It wasn't super scalable unless I wanted to, say, franchise or something like that, and that just wasn't the model that I wanted to do. So with that business, I not only had to bring in customers, which was a lot harder because I didn't have the reach of the entire world like I do with my digital products. I just had my small 60,000 person city, right? Then people would actually come in, and it would take me almost all day to do the photo shoot, from prepping for the shoot to actually doing the shoot to doing the viewing and ordering. And then of course we had to edit the photos, print the photos, deliver the photos to the customer. Like, there was just so many moving pieces, not to mention team and hiring and managing and all of these different things. So there are business models that are far more complex than others. And that is one of the main reasons that I have chose selling digital products, is because they're quite simple. And as I said, you're only going to need 2 different sites to make this happen, which I'm going to share with you in just a minute. Really quickly though, if you want my totally free on-demand workshop on how you can figure out which digital product to sell that will actually be profitable, how to actually launch it to make your first sales, and then of course how to automate it for consistent income, go ahead and register for your totally free seat for this on-demand training. It's the first link in the description below this video. Okay, we're going to get to the 2 sites next, but really quickly, I want to share with you how I came up with my digital product idea and how you can come up with yours, one that's actually going to sell. Because as you all know, and as you all leave in my comments all the time, creating the product is the easy part. Selling it is the hard part. And the biggest thing that comes with selling it is making sure you pick the right digital product to begin with. So let's do that. The first thing I want to share is you do not need some revolutionary Einstein, Shark Tank, never been done before idea. In fact, you want the complete opposite of that. And I know that probably breaks everything in your brain and it doesn't make sense, but hear me out. You actually want to sell something that is already selling and already is proven to sell. So for example, I sell a membership called Freedom Creator Club. This helps everyday people create and sell their own digital products for consistent income. Now, are there other people out there that teach other people how to create and sell their own digital products? Of course. If you're watching this video, you've probably seen loads of other people like that just on YouTube alone, right? So why would I do this? Why wouldn't I choose something that hasn't been done before? Well, number one, it's obviously proven to sell. If a lot of other people are doing it successfully, it obviously means that there's a big audience out there that wants to pay for that advice. The other reason I chose it though is it's because it's something I'm really good at, I love talking about, and I have a lot of experience doing it, right? And that is exactly how you want to start thinking about your potential digital product idea as well. Is there proof in the market that something like this will sell? Now, it doesn't need to be the exact same thing. Let's say there is someone out there that has a YouTube channel and a digital product teaching nurses how to make multiple six figures a year being a traveling nurse, okay? That's been done before. That is successful, right? And so you could do that too. But if you want to do it, say, only for men, or only for women, or only for people in their 20s, or only for people named Ashley, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Of course, you could do that. You can niche down even further. You could go even broader. You can put your own spin on it. And of course, now you're probably thinking, well, if I do a topic that's already been done before, why would people buy from me? How am I going to stand out? And listen, this is why they're going to buy from you. They're going to buy from you because you make funny voices in your videos. Just kidding. I don't know. But for real, they're going to buy from you because they like you for who you are, how you teach, your specific stories, right? Like your personal stories. And that is something, PS, that AI cannot do, because that's probably a whole other video that I should make, because I get asked that all the time. Like, how can I make digital products in the day of AI? I'm telling you, they are selling really well right now, like better than ever before. We had our best year in business last year in 2025. So don't worry about AI. How you're going to stand out is by being you, being human, your personality. Like, even though there's other people selling digital products, you're probably watching this video right now going, this girl sucks. I'm going to go back to that other video. Or, wow, I really resonate with this girl and her story and how she teaches, and I'm going to learn more. I'm going to download some freebies in the description below, or I'm going to watch more of her videos, blah, blah, blah. So that's how you're going to come up with your digital product idea. Like, what fits in between the world of what you know, what you're good at, what you enjoy, and what other people need help with, right? For me, how I came up with this idea was, first of all, I was a photographer. For 16 years, a professional photographer. I made multiple six figures a year. Other photographers started asking me how I did it. So I actually created an online education company where I taught through digital products about photography, like how to book clients, how to shoot, how to pose, like all the kind of stuff, right? And I built that to $2 million per year. So not only do I have all this experience that I bundled up to those digital products, but now I have all that experience from selling those digital products for years, making seven figures, doing it in a weird niche, blah, 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 that I can now share with you on this channel and in my digital products. Like, I have the story, I have the experience. And not only that, but I love talking about digital products. Like, I love talking about marketing. So it is important that you find something that you actually want to share and talk about and you're knowledgeable about, but that you actually like, right? That you're actually interested in, that you could make hundreds of videos on that topic, right? And yes, of course, sometimes there are days where you're like, really? I'm going to talk about digital products again? That's normal. That's normal. You'll come back to enjoying it again. That is normal. Every content creator goes through lulls of like, this is fun. This is a lot of videos. This is fun again. This is a lot of videos. Anyways, getting off topic. My point is though, pick something at the crossroads of what people want to actually learn, which you can prove by seeing what else people are buying online, what you actually enjoy teaching on, what you actually are knowledgeable in, have experience in, a story in, and what you enjoy teaching on. And if you're sitting here thinking, I'm not good at anything, I don't know anything, nobody likes me, that is not true. You definitely have something you can share. I truly believe every single person does. It doesn't have to be some big Albert Einstein thing like I shared earlier, right? This could be as simple as I learned how to meal prep, or I started horseback riding for the first time at 40 years old, or I have systems for how to be a stay-at-home mom that saved me like hundreds of hours a week, or like whatever it is, right? It could be anything. And I'm telling you right now, you just have to figure out what that something is in your head if you don't already know it yet. But I have a feeling you already know it, because I knew that I was good at photography, but when I learned about digital products, I still was like, what should I teach in my digital product? Sometimes it's closer than you think. Now we're going to get to it. We're going to get to the two specific sites that I use every single day to sell my digital products on autopilot. Now, the first one, you're probably going to guess it because y'all are here. Like, you're here right now, okay? It's YouTube, and it's totally free, okay? That's the thing, is you can pick up the cell phone you already have right now in your pocket, and you can film and upload YouTube videos, and you can start growing an audience. Nobody's born with an audience. The only difference between you, who maybe has no audience, and somebody who does, is that they decided, I'm gonna build an audience, right? That's what you have to do. You have to make the decision and actually start doing it, right? So that's how I get myself in front of new people. I grow my following, I grow my email list, because if you wanna sell digital products, you gotta actually have somebody to sell them to, right? Okay, now the second site that I use to sell digital products, which is also free, mind you, is Systeme.io. Now, this is the site that I use to build things like sales pages, checkout pages, my email list, my email marketing, my freebies, everything that runs my digital products business. And literally, guys, that's it. These are the two sites that I use to sell my digital products. They're completely free. Anyone can do this. In fact, if you want a totally free Systeme.io account, not a free trial, a free account, you can get that at the link in the description below this video. And you don't need a link to sign up for YouTube, just like youtube.com, you know? And if you haven't registered your seat yet for my brand new free on-demand training, be sure to do so, because in this workshop, I'm going to share with you how you can come up with your digital product that's actually going to sell, how to launch it for those first sales, and then of course, how to automate it for consistent income. So go ahead, click that first link in the description below, register. It's totally free. It's on demand. You can watch it whenever it works for you. And I'm excited to see you inside. Okay, now let's dive a little bit further on how I'm actually making sales with my digital products. Okay, now I've already shared the overview with you, but let's go over it again, because a lot of times I get in the comments like, well, how do you do it? And I'm like, I just told you in the video. So let's go, a little bit more in detail, because I know I talk fast. And also I want to make it clear that it really is this simple. Like, I'm not holding back some crazy thing you need, like some other website you need, or some secret fairy dust that you need to make sales. Like, no, I'm not holding back anything. It genuinely is this simple. The hardest part is going to be the product market fit. Okay. That is going to be where you have to get your audience to match the thing that you're selling. That's going to be the hardest part. And once you get past that and you make those first sales, gravy, baby, you can scale up from there. So let's talk about it. So again, step 1, start your YouTube channel. Start publishing videos every single week. Step 2, make a freebie so that people can opt in with their name and email to get said freebie and also get on your email list. If you're not sure how that works, go ahead and sign up for any of my freebies in the description below so you can see how it works step by step. All right, step 3, once you've grown your email list to 200 or more email subscribers, you are going to want to survey your email list to figure out what it is they need help with so you can align your digital product with that. Because if you just pull out of thin air what your digital product should be about, or you make whatever you think sounds fun, or you make whatever you think people will buy, you're most likely not going to make sales. But when you survey your email list and you actually find out what they need help with, and you build your digital product around that to solve their number one most painful problem, then the odds of them buying are very high. And that's where you're going to get that product market fit. I don't know what this is. Then step 13, because I don't know what step we're on, you're going to want to pre-sell your digital product. This is where Systeme.io comes in. You're going to build a checkout page with the name of the digital product, what's included, the price, and an actual form where they can put in their credit card information, right? You can do this easily with Systeme. Free account, link, description below. And also they give you templates to build a checkout page. It's already built. You just tweak it to your colors and your logo and all that. Then you're going to want to send emails to your email list to be like, hi, my name is Molly and I have a digital product that will help you because you said this is what you need help with. Here it is. Okay, obviously you need to write the email. That would be funny though. You could try doing an email like that. Hello, my name is Molly. You said you need help with this. Here it is. Love, Molly. Let me know how that performs. Probably not well, but write some emails, send them to your list. And again, it's going to highlight probably things like, this is my story. This is the thing that I want to share with you because, you probably need help with it. And I did too. And I overcame it by doing this. And this is what I teach in the digital product. Here's the link here, stuff like that. Then once you send out a few emails to your email list, you're going to get your first sales. If you did everything right? If you have good product market fit, you're going to get those first sales. And the best part is once you get those first sales, that's how you know that you have struck gold. It doesn't matter if you just get 2 sales or 3 sales or 5 sales or 50 sales. It actually doesn't matter. What matters is that you're proving to yourself that you have product market fit so that you can scale it up from there. And this is where most people get disappointed because they think that their first launch is going to be 7 figures and some huge
Super Bowl extravaganza.
That's probably not going to happen. The key here though is to prove that you have product market fit, get those first few sales so that you can scale it up from there and then eventually have that 6 or 7 figure a year income. So now you're probably wondering, well, how do you scale it up from there? And to be honest, that part's simple too. Now I'm not saying any of this is easy, right? But I am saying it's simple. There really aren't that many parts to it, okay? And so a lot of times when people are like, there's gotta be more, I'm like, no, you just need to freaking start. You have to actually start making content. No knight in shining armor on a horse is gonna be like, here's $1 billion, I'm gonna come and save you and build all your funnels for you. No one's doing that. you have to actually do these things. You have to actually build an audience and make content and grow your email list and do the survey and make your product, right? You have to actually do those things. So once you've done those and you've made those first sales, now you're ready to scale up. So how do you do that? Well, let me ask you this. How do you think you make more sales once you have these things in place? So you have traffic coming from YouTube, right? And then you're sending people to the email list, and that's sending people to your checkout page where some of them buy. So how do you think you get more sales? Quiz time. More traffic, literally. Like that is the number one lever you should be pulling right now when you're ready to scale after your launch. It's just more traffic. Like that is what I did for over 2 years, was just more traffic, more traffic, more traffic. Like if you look at the biggest brands, that's what they're doing too. So that's really all you need to do, because if you get more traffic, more people to your email list, more people to your checkout page, and you know X% of them buy, then you're going to get more sales. It's literally as easy as that. Now, obviously there's other levers that you can pull, and I have lots of other videos on scaling, but really that is where I want this video to end, because if you're watching this and you don't even have any digital product sales yet, this is plenty for you to do. And again, if you're ready for those next steps to actually put this into play, register your seat for my free on-demand training. First link, description below. Okay, so now that you know how I make over $46,000 every single month from my digital products business with the 2 sites that you now know what they are, you might be wanting to learn step-by-step way more about how to actually grow on YouTube and start building that audience so you actually have somebody to sell to. But how do you do that? Well, it all starts with watching this next video here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.